Ross County game because I wanted to focus on the murder, the fucking. There's been a murder. I wanted to go over the forensic investigation into the dead body that happened in fucking PSG. But I was more interested in talking about the cup final and maybe even Anderlecht than Ross County. But that game was interesting because if you look at it, it's the kind of game. Well, it's a championship, or it's a trophy, a league winning type of performance where you go away. It's a kind of bad. The ground's in bad shape, and it's a small stadium. It's a nothing kind of side, and that's a trip up. That's in the past where you can trip up and lose 2 points or even lose the game, and we won it, right. And all down to Griffiths, and he has done this. That is where Lee Griffiths shines, as he has rescued Celtic so many times. He did it before last season before last. He came up, he turned up when we needed him. That's why, for me, Lee Griffiths is one of the most important players in our team. He sits, he bides his time, and when we need him, he comes in.
What I liked about Lee Griffiths scoring that goal on that set piece?
Yeah,
this is why I love social media, because you wouldn't have ever heard anything about this. But when he went over celebrating the goal, who was in the crowd? Watching the fucking match when he scored that goal, he got a picture. The fucking snapshot comes up of Lee Griffiths celebrating that fucking set piece goal. Who's in the fucking crowd but John Fallon?
Oh, dude, right, I didn't see that. No, fucking brilliant, man.
You gotta look it up, dude. I dare anybody go on Google, look it up. John Fallon's in the fucking crowd, and there's Lee Griffiths. And I'm like, oh my god, it's like you sit there, you're like, oh my god, we scored, and then you're like, oh my god, there's Lisbon Lions players in the stands, and you're just like, I so fucking love this club, man. I really do.
I know, mate.
Whether they got pumped by PSG or we fucking win, I love this.
It's fucking brilliant when you see that. It really is, man. I love that. Like any of the ex-players in the stands, especially the Lions, you see that sort of stuff. People love it. It's brilliant. Dude. It is brilliant. Yeah, Yahmpy, before we go, I wanted to talk to you about Anderlecht because
go ahead, man. Let it ride.
I know, fucking the clock's ticking. We started late today, folks. I actually wanted to do a longer podcast today, but we started late because we get Thanksgiving and a few other things.
Fucking Thanksgiving. And I've been cooking since the fucking moment I woke up, man. Well, other than get mommy daddy time this morning, but yeah, it's fucking been a long day.
You're good, man. You fucking, you know what I mean? The listeners appreciate it. The people that listen to us every week appreciate your effort, mate. Thank you.
You my fucking
you turned up, unlike other people. You turned up.
So yeah.
Anderlecht,
brother.
Let's talk about the really important Champions League game. Not that fucking mutated billionaires freak show that everybody's wetting the bed about. Forget about them, right? Great, brilliant. Let them go off and applaud fucking all the freaks they've got on display. Whatever, man. That's not real football. That's a mutated, financially doped mess. The real football is against Anderlecht. We need to get into the Europa League. Now, Anderlecht played pretty well against Bayern. It was 2-1 in the end, but they put up a good show. Do you think they're going to be a rollover at Celtic Park, or do you think we've got a difficult game in our hands?
We got a difficult game on our hands. I watched some of that match. And I'm sitting there, and it's like, because the second half, I was ready to go full Oedipus and start fucking clawing my eyes out with brooches and shit after watching what PSG was doing to us. And I said, there like, let me pop on that fucking Anderlecht match. And I'm watching them, and the club you saw against us and the club I saw against Bayern, two fucking totally different animals, bro.
Yeah.
It was like the club you saw that we played, they looked like they looked like Motherwell. They really fucking did. And we just fucking ran them over. The club I saw against Bayern yesterday, they were fucking throwing the goddamn kitchen sink, the fridge, the fucking stove, and every other dish that they could find at fucking Bayern.
Anything that wasn't tied down.
They were attacking Bayern the way PSG was attacking us.
Right. It's going to be a difficult game as well. I think a lot of people think it's a given that we're going to beat them at Celtic Park, and I think we're going to have to roll our sleeves up. There's going to be a battle to get.
I think we're going to get a draw against them. I think we're going to get a draw against them. We might get the win, We could get a 2-1 win on. I think it's going to be. Anderlecht knows what they're up against, and they know what they have to do, and they got to win, and they got to score goals too, and they're going to fucking come at us. And the thing of it is that was the team I saw yesterday. They were unlucky, real unlucky, to not get a point from that match. They fucking, I mean, they were just, Bayern was on the back foot the whole first 45 minutes, and it's just like, I'm like, who the fuck is that team, man? Like, serious? Like Anderlecht just run up and down the pitch, fucking crossing balls, and guys getting onto it and just missing the far fucking post or hitting the post, and you just like, who the fuck are you playing? That's Bayern? Yeah. And then you come out in the second half and you're like, you're doing your fucking name of the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit and everything, hoping that fucking Bayern starts putting it together. And then you see Robin come off because they wiped him the fuck out the way I was hoping we'd wipe out Neymar. They're like, Robin's the only guy on their team right now running us up and down. They chopped his fucking legs out. He's done for the rest of the match. Bayern has to sub him out. And I'm like, we need fucking help here, man.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Lewandowski did his own thing, but Anderlecht didn't let up for 90 fucking minutes, man. They had nothing to be ashamed of. They went out there.
It's going to be. It's going. You know, I think the mistake.
That's what we're going to see.
Yeah, I think we need to be, as Celtic supporters, we need to approach that game with real, just not total caution, but just, you know, just be streetwise. Celtic, be streetwise. Just remember that it's not going to be like the first game. Go in and just keep a really, really disciplined performance.
But they're not a wasteful fucking club. They're going to sit there. We're not going to see that 3-0 club. We're going to see a team that's desperate and wants to stay in Europe. And they're going to be highly fucking motivated. It's going to be a great match. Well, the good thing
is, Yahmpy, that we're playing them at Celtic Park. We're not playing them away, and that gives us a real advantage because we're playing in front of the home crowds, and that's a bit of a blessing. Because if we had to go away and play them in that kind of environment,
under those conditions,
I think it would be. I think then you would say this is going to be it's one of those games that we really need to work because we're playing away at Celtic, away in Europe. we know what that's like. But I think the fact that we're playing back at Celtic Park, that I think we're okay. But I still think we need to just be a wee bit guarded and just be quietly confident about it and not go into that game going, right, we're just going to pump these guys. I think we're going to have to work for it. That's the kind of point I was trying to make. But
see, my problem with Anderlecht is that they're going to look at a guy in goal like Gordon, and they're going to think he's nothing fucking special. Not the way he's been playing lately. So it's important for Gordon to have if he fucking shoved it in my face and got a 4-0 shutout against Motherwell in the final, I'd be all about that. Make me eat my words, dude. I'll love that, because then I know you'll be hyped and ready down the road to go fucking play against an Anderlecht, and I know you're not going to let in any soft shit that you should be fucking handling.
Yeah. Like, for me, as I said, I'm happy with Gordon as our keeper. I don't have an issue. He had a bad game, and he'll have more bad games, and we need to bring a younger keeper up and coming to put the heat on him. I don't think Doris De Vries is going to put the heat on him. I think he's quite comfortable as Celtic's keeper, so it's probably a good idea for the squad psychologically. Have someone younger who's coming in and he's going, right, well, this guy's performing. He's younger than me. He's up and coming. I need to up my game. So you get the last, however long Gordon's got left, you get the last brilliant 2 or 3 seasons out of him, whatever, maybe 1, I don't know. And that's it. So I still, Celtic need to sign a keeper, a young talent. If they've not got one, I think they've got, is it Hazard? Conor Hazard, what's his name? I've got the name wrong. I thought we had a young Irish boy in the youth team.
Eden Hazard?
Something like that. No, that's fucking
Hazard.
He plays for Chelsea.
I was doing stuff there. I was like,
we're signing. It doesn't matter because we're going to put Molt in defence, so we'll sign Eden Hazard and we'll put him in goals.
What are you saying?
We'll sign We'll sign Neymar and put him in central defence as well. Fuck it, man. You know what I mean, Dermot Desmond can sell his fucking private jet.
You hit me with Hazard. Hazard and sitting like, who the fuck? Hazard? What?
I thought we had a young keeper. I thought his name was fucking Connor Hazard, but I'm not. Listen, that's me. It's fucking. Mate, it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and I've had a total of 4 small, not even the full tins. You know, the fucking stubbies, the little fucking tins of beer. And I'll tell you what percentage they are. These are 5%, Yahmpy. This is strong stuff, mate. You know what I mean?
Dude, are you for real? 5%? Like, I was looking at Bellhaven shit today in the liquor store.
330 millilitres, mate. You know what I mean? Fucking hardcore.
Like, seriously? 5% ABV? God, Sean Brennan would be, like, disgusted with you. Maybe, like, 5%.
Sean Brennan doesn't drink beer. He drinks soup. I've seen the beer that Sean Brennan drinks. It's like a big goldfish bowl full of fucking gravy or something. It's disgusting. His beer. It's fuck. He's like, I'm drinking. He's like, I'm drinking this one tonight. I imagine him in his big fucking giant craft beer goldfish bowl, and it's like 10%. It probably tastes like those craft beers. Some of them are absolutely shocking the way they taste, man. They're like sour grapes.
The boy you were thinking of was Connor Hazard, or whatever. The kid from Downpatrick. He's so far away.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. He's not going to do it. So we need someone who's going to fucking come in and, I mean, light a fire under his arse.
Remember when we were talking about Doris DeVries, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm trying to think of like an equivalent to him.
Right.
And Lucas Zaluska came right to my fucking mind. And I couldn't remember his friggin' first name. I was like, Zaluska. The Polish backup keeper.
I remember Zaluska.
Yeah, he's the boy that Boris, that was his fellow countryman that Boris scored on in the penalty shootout.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of like, that's who DeVries reminds me of, is Zaluska. He's a fucking guy that's never going to get the fuck in. Never get a reasonable fucking chance. It was always Boric's show and shit and everything else. And that's how DeVries is. He'll get an odd chance here and he's the breather guy. He's the breather guy for when fucking Gordon's form isn't on. And the fact is Gordon needs competition, man. And he ain't getting fucking competition from DeVries. It's Gordon's job, and Gordon knows that. So he could fucking throw out clunkers out there. And he's like, whatever, I'll still get pussy when I get home at night. And that's a problem, man. You need a guy who needs to feel unsettled. That's always going to be fucking spot on, especially playing for a club like Celtic that's a Champions League and shit. You need a guy who's going to fucking sit there and limit the damage. But when he's sitting there and saying like, well, shit happens, that's a fucking problem. He needs competition, man. He really does. And DeVries ain't it. He's an old Zaluska, man.
Well, there you go. So, and Jan, we've nailed it. Let's surmise the podcast. Fuck PSG.
Those 6%ers sound like they're.
We're going to summarize. Let's summarize the podcast before we go. Fuck PSG. Let's sign a central defender and Louis Molt and Craig Gordon shite. What else do we say?
And keep your sisters away from Neymar.
I didn't know he was fucking into incest and all that. Is that?
Did you see those pictures, dude?
No.
How fucking creepy
I don't know anything about this. I don't even.
You don't know about that? Okay, well, hold on. Time out.
Go for it. So what did he do?
And that's fucking horrible, dude. That's horrible.
Wait a minute. So I'm interested in I'm not. Well, when I say I'm interested in it, I'm not interested in humping my. I don't have a sister. So
well, thank fuck for that.
I don't. Well, yeah, there you go. So what did he do? What did he do? When you say he humped his sister,
keep her away from Neymar. At least she would be someone that's not in his fucking family.
Did he have his drawers down or something?
Oh,
was
dude,
she naked?
It was terrible.
So what?
You know,
was
he takes off. Hold on, time out. This is all me. He sits there every fucking year and he takes off from whatever fucking club he's at so he can go back home to help celebrate her birthday, and the pictures were fucking harsh. Like he's like kissing her ears and shit and everything, and it's like they're all fucking hugging. He's got tattoos of her and shit, dude. It is creepy as fuck, dude.
He put his tongue in her ear.
It's pretty much, man. You didn't see, dude. It was terrible. He's a strange fucking bird, man.
Put your tongue inside your sister's ear. That is definitely not right, is it? Tongue in your sister's ear. That's not real. That's not good.
You put Neymar's sister into Google and you get some horrible shit coming up and everything.
Yeah,
Neymar's sister
I
confirms
don't want to see him
stuff.
again, Yahmpy. I've got to be honest. I've had enough of Neymar's sweaty face. I've fucking seen him enough in the last. I'm having fucking nightmares. Celtic nightmares,
Neymar and
man.
his sister have seriously creepy
No,
tattoos of each other.
He freaks me out. He's got one of those wee faces. You see him and you're just like, he's a wee weirdo, man. I don't know what it is about him. You see these guys, even if you seen him in the street and you didn't know who he was, you'd see him and
Such a little bitch.
he just looks